believe it or not. You can believe whatever amount of it you want. But I will assure you, certainly everything I say in this video today is true. Most of the things that I say are somewhat true. All of the things that I say are emotionally true. And there's a concept called emotional truth, where what I say is grounded in I believe it. I genuinely do believe it. That's the only reason why I'm able to do it and why it works. Even though, maybe I didn't throw my cat in a garbage disposal, or I didn't come on my grandfather's face, or whatever I say in the videos that's completely outrageous and nonsensical. There is an emotional truth to it. Now, what that means, I have no idea, and what that means for you, I don't know. I never chose to be labeled as a satirist. I think that's a terrible, stupid word that I hate. It doesn't make any sense. It sucks. It means nothing. It has been completely stripped of all meaning. Same thing with the word, I forgot what it was. The other word. But basically what I'm trying to get at here is that, I never really wanted to be a comedian or a satirist or whatever the hell you want to call me, or a regular, whatever word you have for it, I reject it. Keep it away from me, because all I do is I say things that I believe that are real to me. I put them out into the world, and they decide what is done with them after the fact. So, I have a Wikipedia page. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's very interesting seeing the way that I'm sort of described from a third-person perspective, an objective truth. Wikipedia. Because I was reading it, I was like, well, what? I don't believe any of this. This isn't what I think. This isn't what I am. But I have no control over that. All I have control over is what I vomit out into the world, right? And so that is my way of sort of assuring you that everything I'm about to say in this video is true. It is. So, Christmas Day, I filmed a video at my old high school. There's nobody there. I didn't see any no trespassing signs. I walked right. Well, I don't know how much I can say. And you know what? Also, I talked to a lawyer, and he said the fact that you feel like you can't talk about this, and the fact that you can't feel like you can't express yourself on social media means that your free speech rights have been violated. And that is, in and of itself, my feeling like I cannot express myself with whatever the hell I want to say, means that my free speech rights have been violated by the police. So I'm going to say whatever the hell I want. If it sends me to jail, fine. That would be the dumbest thing that ever happened in the history of the world. But if that happens, fine. I would be willing to go to jail for my silly little stupid videos. Yeah, I would. Yes. And a lot of people talk to me about this after the fact, and they said, could you imagine going to jail for a bit that's not even funny? And I was like, yeah, I could. Yes, I would go to jail for anything I make. And you, if you don't believe that and you are an artist, you're a fucking hack. Sorry. But it's true. It's true. So, complete and total self-sacrifice. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. And if you're not willing to do that, then go work at Walmart. Anyway, on Christmas Day, I went to my old high school. I didn't climb any fences. I didn't break in. Certainly not. I waltzed in because there's a public park right next to it. So how am I supposed to know where the boundary ends between the public park and whatever they consider the campus is? Walkway. And you know, a lot of times if you've got to do things in sort of a guerrilla style. And that doesn't mean ooga booga gorilla, it means G-U-E-R-I-L-L-A, guerrilla, like guerrilla warfare. You go in, you get the shot, and you leave. So that's what I did. There's nobody there. And the premise of the video, you know, the way that I work is I sort of I find it while I'm there. So I just sort of shot a bunch of stuff. Portraits of words. I filmed a bunch of stuff. Filmed a bunch of stuff around me doing stuff, and then I said, all right, I'll sit on that for a while, and then when I get back to LA, I'll put it all together. So I forgot about it for about a week, and then I came back to LA, and I took a look at the footage that I had filmed, and that's why I would say, if you haven't seen the video, I would really encourage you to watch it. One, you know, to get the views up, right? But also because I want you to see that I chose to do what I did very deliberately. Every single frame in that video was very deliberate. Every single thing that I said, every single choice that I made, I very, very carefully considered. It was not a situation where I was saying, "Oh, I'm going to be edgy and that joke about being a school shooter because I want to be edgy and I want everybody to go like, you know." I mean, that's a little bit of that, but mostly it's because I think that it would be interesting. I don't know what that means, but that's the feeling that I follow. So I was cutting it together, you know, doing my little sashimi. And I really sort of struggled with how exactly the narration should be, you know, what should the tone be, all that stuff. And, you know, that was very interesting after the fact because a lot of people did not find it funny, or they said, I didn't laugh at this. This isn't funny to me. I don't understand the joke, you know. And I was so confused by that because at no point during that video did I ever make any indication from an authorial, is that a word? Authorial perspective that signaled I am trying to be funny. So I was kind of scratching my head. I was like, well, why were they expecting that? You know, why were they expecting that at the end I was going to be like, oh, and aren't you glad I didn't say banana? You know, because it is a very serious subject. And so I was treating it very seriously. There's funny things in it. You know, there's a funny shot where I chase the geese around and they go, you know, but it was not, I guess, supposed to be funny. And I know that that's a very classic, you know, guy who just got called not funny thing to say, but it is true. So then I thought about that more and I was like, why did that happen? Why was there such a disconnect between my expectations and the audience's expectations? And, you know, I thought about that for a long time. And I realized I really have no control over that. Like I was talking about earlier in the video. You know, I have no idea when I put something out there how it's going to be received. You know, I have a reputation of being a comedian, you know, but I don't necessarily always adhere to, you know, the expectations of the audience, and I don't think you should. You know, I saw a very interesting, somebody in my replies, you know, I got a reply that was like, oh, I don't want you to do this, I want you to do this other thing, you know. And somebody replied with a picture of words that said, crap, I forgot it. Hang on, it'll come back. Oh, if I had asked my customers what they wanted, they would have said a faster car. They would have said so the person who said the quote was Henry Ford, who was the inventor of the car. And he said, If I had asked my customers what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. Think about that. It's very true. Because no offense to all of you, but you don't know what the hell you're talking about. If you did, you would be me, and you would be doing what I did, but you don't. So, I don't really care about the suggestions of everybody in the chat, you know. And I know that that's probably confusing for a lot of people because you are so used to everything in entertainment and culture catering to your whims. You are so used to getting exactly what you want. You're so used to, you know, saying, I think they should change the design of Sonic the Hedgehog in the movie. And they do it. Because they want your money.